December 14th, Gervonta Davis is going to be back in action, and we are going to see him step into the ring against Lamont Roach. Now, last time we saw Tank out there, he was putting it on Frank Martin. Prior to that, we saw him putting out Ryan Garcia, two highly impressive performances. But we got to be perfectly honest with each other on this one. Okay, when this fight got announced, there was a lot of pushback. There was a lot of fans, a lot of people on Twitter, things like that saying they didn't really respect this fight. They wanted to see Tank get somebody better, bigger name, step up, kind of a bigger challenge. No disrespect to Lamont Roach, but let's be perfectly honest with each other. We're talking about coming from Ryan Garcia, going on to Frank Martin, highly credible talks that they were talking about fighting Lomachenko. I mean, dude, those are awesome fights coming up. And then all of a sudden we hear about Lamont Roach. Now, look, I'll be the first to admit, as soon as I heard that, I was one of the guys that was a little bit disappointed. I was one of the guys that wanted to see Tank fighting somebody else. But then I sat down and I took the time and I rewatched some of the Lamont Roach fights. And I watched them from the standpoint of, this is the man that we're going to be seeing in here fighting Gervonta Davis next. And I liked what I saw. Lamont Roach knows how to fight. Okay, one of the first things that jumps off the screen to me when I'm watching this dude is the fact that he's got an IQ. He's making movements. He's adapting. He's doing things in there. He's not just trying to push a square peg through a round hole. He's not just trying to enforce his will upon somebody. I see him fight off the front foot. I see him fight off the back foot. I see him lead. I see him counter. Love the jab. Love how he doubles it up. Love how he can triple it up. Goes to the body. Goes upstairs with it. Love the left hook. Okay, he's got a variety of punches to him. That left hook, he can go long with it and get around the guard. He can go short and get inside with it. There is a lot of things that Lamont Roach can do very well. Okay, the man is a skilled fighter. Now, all that being said, I will say this. He's got a defensive movement, a defensive technique that I really don't like, particularly coming into this fight with Gervonta Davis. And you can see it in his last fight. He's fighting a southpaw, and it's the way he's guarding against that straight left hand. He sees that straight left hand coming, and he just kind of rotates a little bit to the inside and puts that glove up to catch it. Now, when it works, I guess that's all well and good. But when you're fighting a guy who can punch like Tank, he's going to be able to punch right through that glove. That's number one. And number two, Gervonta Davis is smart as well, okay? He's going to be able to loop around that glove as he sees it coming. And sometimes he may even shift his stance a little and try to get to the inside of it. And the thing about it is that once you turn like that and once you go to the inside with that glove, there's going to at least be a small moment of time when that punch is out of your range, out of your view. You're not going to be able to see it, which means if you're judging where it's coming and the distance and the angle and you're incorrect, you're going to feel like you're getting hit with a punch that you didn't see, and those are the worst ones. So that one, I'm going to break down the film a little bit more as things goes on, as the fight gets closer, but I'll tell you right now, as I'm watching it initially, that's something that I would be worried about a little bit because that left hand of Gervonta Davis is something dangerous. But when I'm talking about it overall, just kind of big picture, Lamont Roach is really going to be lacking in two areas. Number one is going to be experience. We have seen Gervonta Davis at the world-class level fighting world champions and highly skilled people for a long time, okay? Lamont Roach's resume does not look that good. It cannot stand up. Even when they fought similar opponents, he has not looked as impressive, not at all, okay? He's got that going against him. And number two is going to be size. Now, you may be thinking size. Lamont Roach is actually the taller fighter. Gervonta Davis could probably make 130 pounds. That's correct. But the thing is this. Gervonta Davis is used to fighting much bigger people. Much bigger people. And not only is he used to hitting them and hurting them, he's used to getting hit by them and being able to tolerate that. Tell me who Lamont Roach has fought that's equivalent size-wise and punching power-wise to Rolly Romero. What about Mario Barrios? Right, Mario Barrios moved up to 147, man, and beat Ugas. What about Ryan Garcia? And I get, you could look at those last two and you could say that they had rehydration clauses. That's true. Nevertheless, those guys are way bigger than anybody that Roach has fought, and they punch way harder. And Tank was able to hit them and get them out of there. Okay, so when you're looking at the experience and you look at the size factor, that's huge. So think about it like this. Why exactly are we having this fight? Why exactly did Tank take this one when we were expecting big, huge things from him? Remember when the guy came out and he's like, man, I got like 6-7 fights left on the contract and I'm getting all the big names in there, including guys like Shakur Stevenson. Now all of a sudden, now we go from Lomachenko and now we get this. Look, it's easy. It's a stay busy fight. Okay? And personally, I don't have a problem with a stay busy fight. That's cool. You look at fighters back in the day, they had plenty of stay busy fights. They take a loss, they take 2 or 3 tune-ups before they went and got the rematch again. But the difference was those guys were way more active. You want to be way more active? I got no problem with a stay busy fight. You only want to fight twice a year? Man, those stay busy fights kind of feel like a letdown. Okay? It's just the way that it is. It's just the nature of the beast. I also get why he picked Lamont Roach. They got a little bit of a history, right? They fought 2 times in the amateurs. Tank came out with the win both times. But you got to remember, Tank's from Baltimore, and this dude is from D.C. All right, so they got that natural built-in rivalry, trying to juice it up, everything that's going on with that, probably hoping that that plays into the pay-per-view a little bit more, the sales or the buzz or whatever the case may be. So it'll be an interesting fight, but I'm not trying to make it anything more than it is. Lamont Roach knows how to fight, right? He's going to be dangerous, particularly early on in this fight, but he's got a lot of things working against him. And those things are going to be hard to overcome. So as we get a little bit closer, I'm going to break down the film, see things a little bit more. But make no mistake about it, I have no idea what the line's going to be yet. This fight, just kind of got announced. But Tank's going to be a significant favorite going into those. He may be such a big favorite that it doesn't even look good to make a play on it. Time will tell, who's to see. But Lamont Roach is legit. I don't know if he's giving up his 130-pound belt for this one, or if he's just going to take this fight and kind of come back down. It'll be interesting how it all plays out. But Tank's going to be a significant favorite in this one. He will be for a reason, but don't sleep on Lamont Roach. The man's no bum. He knows how to fight, and he knows how to fight well. So let me know what you guys think. Were you disappointed when this one got announced? You cool with it just because it's a stay busy fight and you think we're going to get something big later? Or really you're just happy because you want to see Tank back in the ring? Let me know what you guys think.